Hi everyone, this is M. Krishna Sai. My registration number is WRK18CS238. In this section, we are going to discuss about the experiment 7, that is reader-writer problem and producer-consumer problem. In this, for this experiment, the aim is we are going to implement the reader-writer problem and the producer-consumer problem in the operating system. First, what is meant by a reader-writer problem is the reader-writer problem related to an object such as a file that is shared between the multiple processes. Some of the processes are readers. There are only to read the data from the object, and some of the processes are the writers. They can want to write into the object. The reader-writer problem is used to manage the synchronization so that there is no problems between the object data. This is the reader-writer problem, and the what it mean by the producer-consumer problem is this is also a synchronized problem. There is a fixed size buffer, and the producer produces the items and enters into the buffer. The consumer removes the data from the buffer and consumes them. And a producer should not produce items into the buffer when the consumer is consuming an item from the buffer, and it will be the vice versa. So the buffer should not only accessed by the producer or the consumer at a time. And we're going to see the programs for the reader writer problem and the producer consumer problem. And here the reader writer problem, I have written the code. Here you can see this is the reader writer problem, and here I am included all the header files, that is slash include iostream and the semapron and pthreads and bits, and here I declared the sem underscore c return and max, and here declared count is equals to 1 and number reader is equals to 0, and here I included one files, that is int is equals to int wn and sem weight slash return. Here I am including the writer, and I represents the how many number of reading and writing the process and modified counted, and here this is for the writer and this is for the reader, and here I am including the incrementing the number reader, it will count the number. Here I am reading the reader for reading the I, and reading the count has how much, how it counts, and you can see here I am included the pthread read and included the size has 10 and written size as 5, and this is the progress of the reader write problem, and you can see the output now. You can see out now. This shit, it's loading. Yeah, just wait, you can see now. You can see the reader count has a 1, and second reader count has a 1, and reader 10 count has a 1, reader 8 count has a 7, and reader 7 count has a 1, and 5 count has a 1, and writer modifies to 4, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32 has a writing modulets. And we are going to see now the producer consumer problem, and this is the code for the producer consumer problem. I included the all data files and declared int multex is equals to 1, and we are going to declare full is equals to 0, and I am including the empty is equals to 5 and x is equals to 0, and here I am declared int weight, and in parentheses declared int s as a parameter, and void producer and multiplex. Here include all data for checking that, and here data for the consumer consuming that data. Here I used the switches whether we are going to select the producer or the consumer. In switch case 1, if multiplex is equals to 0 0, and if it is satisfies the condition, the producer will return, other else the buffer will show it is a full, And in case 2 we are going to check if multiplex is equal to 0 and full not equals to 0, the consumer will come, otherwise the buffer is empty. We are going to declare a break statement. Here you can see in the consumer we are checking the condition multex is equals to weight multex and full is equals to weight full, and we are declared as a empty for the consumer, and we are declared for the producer as a full. We are going to check the in switch cases that in case 1 if it is producer or otherwise it buffer will be full, and in case 2 it will check for the consumer, the buffer will be the empty. And you can see the output now. Here you can see the first option as a producer, second option as a consumer, third option as a exit, and we are going to see the we are going to enter the choice, that is 1. I am going to enter 1, and I am going to enter the 2, the second choice, that is consumer, and I am going to enter again 1. You can say consumer consumes the item 4 and producer consumes the item 4. Here you can say by entering the choice 1, producer produce the item 2, and again by entering the choice that producer consumes is 3. Here I am going to enter once again 1. You can see that producer produced the item 3, and I am going to enter 3, going to exit from. This is the program for the producer consumer problem and the iterator problem. Thank you.